Go, go, Power Rangers! Yeah! Welcome everybody to a new episode of Rafa's Toy Studio, the place where I get to talk about all those toys that you should check out. And this is Series 3, and look what's going on. It looks like it's Morphin time again, because here I've got my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pop Television Vinyl Figures. Now once again, if we're going to talk about Power Rangers, we're talking about explosions, sparks, and teenagers with attitude as they take on the evil forces of Rita Repulsa and join forces with Zordon and Alpha 5, and it's just a bunch of 90s awesomeness altogether. Again, childhood realized. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, you know what, Rafa, I really appreciate your toy reviews. It's really helpful. But maybe for me personally, I'm not a big fan of the 1994 MMPR transforming figures. Or maybe I don't like the intricacies or all of the different parts of the specific SH Figuarts Power Ranger toys as well. It's too expensive for me. So maybe you can't find these, or maybe they're too expensive, or maybe you can't find these, and maybe they're too retro. Well, that's okay, because if you don't like that, Funko has come out with the beautiful Pop Television Vinyl figure set of all your favorite Power Rangers. Now, normally I don't collect, again, like I said, the Pop Vinyl toys, not the standard ones, because they don't really do anything for me. They got big heads, they look cute, they're good to put on your actual cupboards and stuff, but realistically, I mean, I can't really do anything with them, you know? I can't really have them fight each other or do anything cool like that. But what I do like is the fact that now that they have a Power Ranger one, these actually do look pretty cool. And I was thinking, you know what, for kids, maybe if you can't find, or maybe these are too expensive with the 1994 transforming Power Rangers, or again, maybe these SH Figuarts ones are a little bit too expensive, they're too intricate, and maybe you're afraid your child's going to eat them, or maybe you already have these and you're looking for something else, then realistically here, the vinyl figures are actually a good substitute, and they're really cool to collect. So let's talk about these toys. Jason, of course, being my favorite Power Ranger, had to pick him up. And this is kind of what started for me. A couple months ago, they had Tommy, Trini, Billy, and Zach all at Hot Topic, Barnes & Nobles, Target, a couple other places that I, look at these and I thought, these are pretty sick, but they don't have a Red Ranger, so I'm not going to pick them up. And then the Red Ranger showed up with Kimberly, and it's amazing how you can look at something one day and it just kind of changes your complete worldview on something. But this again is the Pop Vinyl Television Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 406 Red Ranger. And here, this is a really nice toy. In this case, the body standard matte finish, pretty detailed for the most part. The Tyrannosaurus Rex crest in the middle looks really nice, and the helmet looks good as well. There's no real marks to it. The back could be a little bit better detailed, and I think the paint is going away a little bit, but besides that, everything else in the helmet is really nice. And the fact that he's in an action pose, like he's ready to fight, is also a really nice element to it, whereas other Pop Vinyl toys, they don't do that. They're just kind of standing there, which we'll get to. He also has a very nice glossy finish on the helmet, which looks pretty nice, but regardless, I think this is a really nice toy to put up, and if you shine too much light on it, it might blind you. Here we've got the Pink Ranger 407 Pop Television toy, and just like I said with Jason, she is rocking her own type of look as well, looking here ready to battle however it is. Compared to the other toy, she's a little bit different. She's not as shiny. The matte finish looks a lot more focused here, so she doesn't have that kind of metallic look to her as some of the others two, or some of that shininess, but the shine is still there. She's a cool toy. She looks nice. There's no real chipping in any of the paint, and I mean, Kimberly, she's always there ready to fight, so I think that's a really nice touch as well. The fact that she is having her fist ready to go, I think, like I said, really complements this figure, and it's good to have. Here we got number 361, Black Ranger, Zach. Different from Kimberly and Jason in the fact that, again, he's just kind of standing there like any other Pop toy, which for the most part isn't a big deal. I like the detail on the helmet. It looks really good, specifically because the Mastodon helmet does look comparatively different than a lot of the other ones, especially compared to Kimberly's. So the little ridges on the side, it wasn't just a standard helmet, it's not just a round shape, and I think that's good because you can actually see that it is a helmeted version, which is really sweet. The Mastodon crest also looks really good, just like with Jason's, and I think that adds a lot of the detail. And considering that it has the diamond crest on the side as well as the actual uniform, this is a really well put together toy, so good addition. Of course, you couldn't have a collection without the beautiful Trini. Really liking the helmet on this one as well, looking just like the saber-toothed tiger. This is the 362 of the Pop Vinyl toys. Here, again, looking really good, having a shinier head than all the others, which is interesting. It reminds me a lot of the Lemonhead candy. Very rich in the yellow, but good representation of her character, saber-toothed tiger again in the emblem, and good all throughout. The pistol looks a little bit nicer on her holster just because it complements with the yellow very well. But like I said, the best part about this toy are the ears, because you can see again it's its own helmet design. It's not just one standard design for all of the toys. We've got the genius himself, Mr. Billy Cranston, Blue Ranger, number 363. Also looking really good. Same thing with the head design, Triceratops horns at the top, looking really good. Looking just like the Power Ranger toy himself. It's good just to have this dark blue, again with the matte, shiny finish, looking really good. The Triceratops emblem in the middle at the same time, looking very stylized. The only thing is with this toy, he does feel a little bit damaged here, as you can see. He's got some black marks on the side, but I don't really have him facing towards the side, so that's good enough for me. The other thing is, he just kind of stands there like the Zack and the Trini toy. Not in an action pose that Kimberly and Jason would let her be in. But at the same time, it still looks pretty nice. And of course, you gotta have the Green Ranger himself, Tommy Oliver here. Sounding like a broken record, but there's not much you can say about these toys. Again, looking good with the matte finish. Polished, specifically looking very stylized, very nice. The Dragon Crest is a very nice addition here, as well as the gold, whereas the others don't have much of the gold in themselves. The other thing is, again, the helmet looking really nice, and overall just a nice toy to look at. There isn't much to really do in sense of actually describing these figures, because they're not really toys, they're more collectibles, but it depends on your definition of a toy. And this Tommy looks just like the Tommy that takes on the Rangers and later becomes the 6th, almost Lone Ranger type character, but regardless, iconic in himself. With these, like I said, they have no sense of articulation besides the fact that they can kind of move their heads. But besides that, that's not what they're meant for. They're not meant to really move around. And that within itself is okay. Like I said, they're not meant to be fighting each other. They're meant to just kind of stand there and look good. And these do look really good. If anything else, these boxes are also really cool. Just putting them back in the box, which is something that I normally don't do, would be pretty sweet. And so that's it. Those are my Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Pop Television vinyl figures in all their beautiful, not articulated at all, but shiny, matte finished, cute looking glory. Again, if you're a Power Rangers fan, there's all kinds of different things you can collect. And like I said, if you don't want to get the Auto-Morphin figures, the SH Figuarts are too expensive, or you're just not enough time with the new Power Ranger Legacy toys, then the Pop Vinyl ones will do you good. And like I said, they're great collectibles just to kind of have and to remind people that, hey, yeah, I'm down with Zordon. I'm down with Angel Grove. And, you know, they're just adorable and they're cute and they're fun to play with. So, you know, whether you enjoy this or you're, like I said, I'm not a big fan of the Pop Vinyl toys. I like the mystery minis. Those are my thing. But with these ones, I don't really like them. I appreciate that some of them are in action poses. But again, it's Power Rangers. Of course, I'd have to have them. I need to have the Rangers. Because, I mean, again, it's a big, intricate part of who I am and my childhood. And, I mean, even though they don't look that intimidating, no matter what kind of a bad guy shows up, they'll always be ready to take them on. Because they're the Power Rangers. And that's basically what they do. And I mean, don't just take my word for it. Go buy them. Go get some money. Go get them. They can be found almost anywhere before they're all gone. Because again, with any good Power Ranger toy, before you know it, they're completely gone. But again, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. If you want to collect toys, dope. If not, that's cool too. And so just enjoy, but at the end of the day, enjoy what you enjoy. Enjoy what you like. But most importantly, remember to enjoy the plastic.